This is not a good day. I am not having fun. Until just a couple hours ago, my room was flooded. And I was cleaning it up. And it's flooded because of a leak in the pipe in the ceiling. There's a leak over on that side, and there's a leak over here on this side, and there is a pipe that runs directly over top of my computer. Like, literally, it's right here. The pipe is here. Right there. Well, that's where it is. Yeah. Lots of fun. Which means everything in this room has to move out of this room. Which is obnoxious as hell. That's a lot of fucking work. And it's going to happen in the next couple hours, too. Because, you know, in the morning, we're going to have to call a plumber. Although, I am going to pull some of this drywall down and get a closer look at what exactly is going on. Because we got, well, what's happened here is, when we did the drain from the kitchen sink, it comes over here and then it runs back to the machine room and into the drain line. But they did a very long run of pipe here that is not supported. There's no support for this pipe at all. And there's a joint over there, and there's a joint over here. And imagine that when you make too long a run of pipe, that the joints on the ends that are supporting too long a piece of pipe, they get stressed and we get leaks in those joints, and that's a problem. So they need to just replace that whole section of pipe. It's way too long a piece of pipe to have no support on it. So yeah, that's not fun, and I'm behind on my character stuff on the Learn to Draw thing. I'm 4 days behind on that. So I've got to I'm eating. The hell happened? Anyway, I'm not having a good day. There's a lot of complex wiring here. A lot of heavy shit that needs to hit all my fucking books. And that all has to happen in like the next 5-6 hours. I'm not getting any sleep tonight. Probably not getting any sleep tomorrow either. I gotta pull an all-nighter, and then I will probably have to explain everything that's going on in this fucking ceiling. Because I'm the only one in this house who understands certain basic fucking things like water won't flow uphill. It's the wee hours of Monday morning, and it's time to show up. I'm showing up, and I'm glad you showed up. I appreciate every single one of you. I do not so much appreciate the fucking bullshit plumbing in this fucking house. But it is what it is. And you gotta show up. Time to show up. Show the fuck up. It would have been fairly easy to go, I can't do the video tonight. I gotta move all of this stuff out of the room. But the video is important. I have commitments, and the commitments need to be honored. And I take that very seriously, even though my subscribers are disappearing left and right for no good reason. I don't know. They probably have a good. That's not. I'm sure they're unsubscribing because of some smart reason and not just because, you know, the videos aren't as good as they could be. It's what it says on the tin. I never said the videos are going to be good. Okay, so anyway, the there we go. We got the working area set properly. So let's flip over. Let's flip over to the drawing program now. On day 20, I was supposed to do these 2 sketches. They're not great. They're 5-minute sketches. And on day 21, on day 20, I was supposed to pick my favorite sketch and clean it up, and I didn't. I had other shit that I was doing, and then, day 20 was when we really started having the first plumbing problem. And then on day 21, I was supposed to dress up my favorite pose from day 20 after having cleaned it up, which I haven't cleaned it up yet. And then on day 22, I was supposed to copy a character's body from reference and dress it with design elements from 3 other references. And on day 23, which was yesterday, just a couple hours ago, draw a character from reference with a pose from a different reference. So the first 2 things, I need to clean up my favorite pose. I like this one. I like the dynamic nature of it. So I need to clean up this sketch, which is kind of shit, and then I need to dress it up. I suppose I wasn't supposed to include the clothes in my sketch, but I did, so I don't know. I don't know, put different clothes on her or something. I don't know. In any case, no rum in the Coke. You saw me open it. And no Jubilale tonight. I can't afford to be drinking. I got too much shit to do. I am a fairly responsible person, funnily enough. But outside of these, right here, I have already selected the references for my character from reference. Obviously, it's going to be Kota Akari. And we're going to draw her with design elements from 3 other references. So what I want to do is I want to give her a kind of combination of Sonozaki Mion's outfit and Jinx from Arcane and Roroa Amidonia from, I don't know, how a realist hero rebuilt the kingdom, I think was the title of it. Something. It was some anime. I really like this character, so what I'm going to do is I think that what I'm going to put together is I'm going to put this yellow vest and shirt and red tie on Kota Akari, which is not all that different from what she's already wearing. And then I'm going to add kind of the overlay, the loopy arm things and the cape from Roroa's outfit. And then we're going to add probably Jinx's purple trousers and boots. But I definitely want to do Jinx's boots. And I think I want to kind of do this sort of combination thing. I like the cape thing that Roroa's got going on, so I think I'm gonna put that on her, and I'm gonna put Akari in Mion's pose to take care of the character from reference with pose from different reference. So I'm going to draw Kota Akari in Sonozaki Mion's pose, and I'm going to use elements from the outfits of all 3 of these characters to dress Akari up in. And that should be fairly decent to cover both of those at once. And we do have to start from clean up your chosen reference. Now, we don't need these day 20 sketches. That's just to kind of go, this is where we're starting with. This is the 2 sketches I had. This is where I left off. So I want to clean up this pose. And it is fairly clear from the instructions that I'm supposed to be cleaning up this pose without clothes on it. So it's just the body, not the clothing, which shouldn't be that difficult. Just need to go back to my basics, fundamentals, and my construction. That's the important. We're going to go back to those basics. And we are just going to focus on those fundamental, simple shapes that make up the human. So we begin by saying I have really fucked up where things are here. Number one, we got the waist, which is here. And I need to draw on an layer. So here's the waist here. And it's angled. So, and let's do some measurements here. We're not going to do anything proportional. We're just going to use the basic 2 prongs here. Check that. All right. That's about it. Okay. Now, along the side here, we got a little bit less. It's about that far. So let's get that line. Where am I? Not lose track of that. This kind of comes down at a bit of an angle. It comes down to about here. So and that is where this leg comes. Now that's going to come down from right about here. And then it's going to come a little bit farther out. Yeah, take it out there, and it curves around to this thing. About this length. About how long I got. And the ankle is fairly that comes almost straight across here. And we get a bit of a actually have a kind of a swoop there. That up. Got here. This is where the leg comes down. More of the leg comes here. So fairly slender. So we're going to leave the clothes off. Strap across there. Up, strap here. Strap here. Let's move up here to the upper body. We got the hand, one finger here. Got a pair of fingers together here, and we little finger just kind of raised there. There's a tendency for the hand to do this kind of thing, and to have the two fingers in the middle kind of dropping down below the two fingers on the outside. They don't kind of go straight. They sort of drop down lower because the muscles aren't as strong as the forefinger. The forefinger gets used more. And the little finger is much lighter weight. It's not as heavy. So the leverage kind of pulls those two fingers down below the center line. Here, here, and there's this swoopy quality to it. Here, swoop up. Here's the arm swoop out, up. Got fingers here. Thumb kind of on one finger, other finger sticking up in here in the rim of the cross. We've got comes here and comes here. So there's a bit of a trapezius. There's the edge of there's the head of the kind of a shadow going on. Hair comes up. here we sort this. Okay. Shape that we're looking at. Crap. Eyebrows. Nose. And there we go. Okay. That's the cleaned up sort of the. So that's the sort of cleaned up version. It's still not great. I'm not awesome at working from. I mean, that's not far off. That's way far off. Yeah, I've made the neck much too far up here. Let me grab the lasso tool. Grab this bit here. And we'll just kind of grab that. And tweak it a bit. I don't like the tilt. Just kind of shift it over. That looks about right. Okay, and now we just kind of move the selection and selection. There. Silhouette of that hat. Okay, so that's substantially better. Now we need to dress this figure up. And I think what I want to do is kind of... Okay. First of all, let's add a new layer. I think I want to do a kind of flowy skirt thing. That skirt will come from here and sort of flow down. Same kind of thing there. And accordingly, there won't be any real presence. The stuff behind it, you won't see that. And okay, for the shirt, let's go with I don't know, go with a standard colored shirt, I guess. I'll give her a tie, collared shirt. I'll give her that same basic kind of schoolgirl uniform that sort of Akari wears. So sleeve endings there. And okay, yeah. Yeah. No body up there. Going over here, up, here, and there'll be that. So that, and I don't know. That's okay, I guess. It doesn't look great, but it doesn't look terrible. And I'm not really good at a realistic style anyway, and I'm not trying to be good at a realistic style. I'm trying to work from photo reference, and this really isn't the kind of thing that I want to build, but okay, this I'm not at all happy with that. I don't know. Better than nothing. So now it's the character's body from reference, dressed with design elements from 3 other references, character from reference with pose from different references. You know, really the thing here is anime characters come with fairly standard body types and whatnot. And I mean, you look at the outfit that Kodachi is wearing, and you look at what Michan is wearing, and they both have the same basic sort of they have the same basic kind of, here's a, oh, put this layer too far down. Okay, so they both have the same kind of collar, they both have the same kind of tie right there. Even the sleeves of the shirt seem more or less okay. The major thing that I will be adding here is we're going to be putting a vest on Kodachi, and Kodachi is not as gifted as Mion, so that's going to alter the profile somewhat. So we'll begin with just kind of, we're going to give her that vest, but then we're going to give her this kind of floaty thing that we're going to give her this kind of floaty thing that Uro is wearing. And then from here, we'll give her the sort of, we'll give her these low hip hugger capris, like Jinx has, purple stripes and all. And then we'll give her these outrageous boots. So that's kind of what we're going to do there, but we're going to do that using Sonozaki Mion's pose. We're going to start by we're going to put we're going to try to put Kodachi's hairstyle over here. We're going to give her not going to be as ba-boom as me on it. We're going to pull this arm out here, and we're going to wrap here's terrible effort at hand, especially because it should really be lower down, because this is, I'm drawing larger than it should be. Arm and over. Up. And that's way too far out, I think. Yeah, but far out. Her arm should come down right about here. And we're going to alter the end, but look thoroughly ridiculous. Put a horrible expression on that face because holy shit, this looks awful. That yeah, that doesn't look good. Well, let's grab that with the lasso, and let's see if we can't clear it up a bit. How's that look? Better? that's better. I'll take that. Okay, and yeah, this is, this is not going. Now, here at the waist level, this is where we want to. This is where we want to kind of take some liberties because we don't have a good reference for where legs are. Let's just kind of eyeball it. There's these plastic boots. Can't really. Can't really frame. Um, I'm not happy with this, and I am thoroughly riddled with anxiety. Over having to move everything, and I don't know how long stuff is going to be moved, and it's not really not happy with any of this. I had so much goddamn work to do. Not happy with the amount of work that needs to be done here. And I got the day 24 and 25 thingies to do. And, yeah. I showed up, I did my fucking exercises. I did what I can. I did what I had, basically what I'm able to do. I'm not happy with my progress on this 30-day thing. Like, I thought I was better at drawing characters, but I'm not. I'm kind of shit, especially when I'm working from reference, and I'm not good at working from reference. It's not something that I find easy or intuitive. It's not something that I've done enough of. I don't consider it cheating. I just... Every time I work from reference, I look at my work, and then I look at the reference, and I realize how terrible my work is. It's like, let's do another thing. Let's jump back in here, and let's flip the canvas. I guess that's okay. It doesn't look terrible when you flip it. It doesn't look great, but it doesn't look great when you don't flip it either. So, I don't know. I had 2 weeks before everything changes. I get this week and next week. I got I have so much shit to do. I got trucking along, and I'm doing well, and I'm feeling like things are going okay, and then everything just fucking goes to shit. And everything's got to move, and everything's got to be... Everything's got to move, and everything's got to be fixed, and... We're rapidly approaching the point where I am the only person here who is even remotely competent to fix any of this shit. I know what I signed up for. Is the reason I'm here is they're getting older. Can't handle the amount of shit that's getting handled. Gotta move that monitor. Gotta unmount it from the wall, and I gotta get it into the other room. I gotta take down I gotta take down the speakers, the speaker stands, and the desk is in the way, and this bookcase needs to be moved, and this dresser needs to be moved, and the amplifier needs to be moved, and the DJ console, and this other monitor over here, and everything's gotta come off the desk. Computer's gotta move. Keyboard's gotta move. This desk has to move. Literally everything in this goddamn room is to out of it. And there's no place to put it unless I clear a space for it. Which is what I'm going to have to do after I finish this video. But I did not miss my video. I showed up and I did not miss the video. God only knows how I'm going to do the one on Wednesday. I got 2 fucking days to get everything taken care of and get everything moved back in here. And this is just an immense quantity of work. And I'm going to be offline and without a computer for most of it. So because the internet hookup's there. And my computer doesn't have wireless. So if I move it more than 3 or 4 feet that direction, cable won't reach. Suppose I could get a longer cable, but I've got no way to hook all of this shit up out there. Like the microphone's mounted to the wall, so everything just an absolute fucking mess. And I got way too much shit to do. I do not have enough time to do it. Anyway, I did show up. I showed up. I did my stuff. Did what I'm supposed to do. I keep doing what I'm supposed to do, and it doesn't seem to matter. It doesn't seem to make a difference. Keep remembering Jack Stauber's rain. Guy goes under the awning. He's like, it's still raining. Went under the awning. It's still raining. Did what I was supposed to. It's not fair. That's kind of how life is. It's not fucking fair. Spend 20 years building a life for yourself, and then somebody decides that they don't like the life you built for yourself, so they're going to kick the whole thing down. Go and build their own life for themselves, blackjack and hookers. I've been trying to get my shit back together 15 fucking years. And the only thing I hear at every goddamn turn is, why don't you already have it together? I did. For a long time, I had it together. And then somebody tore it all down. And now I got to start over. Anyway, do a little YouTube dance, like, comment, subscribe, all that happy horse shit. I'm not in a good mood right now. I'm not feeling good. I'm just everything seems to be crashing down around me, and it's really not that bad. I got to move all this shit out of the room. I got to do some plumbing work, and then I'll move the shit back in. And I'm annoyed that I have to do it, but I don't really have a choice. Just it is what it is. It's got to be. Okay, bye.